And we are going live. Now we're finally live. Dun, 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 dun. I've got that Post Malone song in my head, that Fall Apart. It's the one good song he's ever made, I swear.
I don't know what that is.
Fall Apart by Post Malone. Surely you've heard it.
No.
Wow. You're actually kind of missing out. It's a genuinely good song. It's not rap, which is
yeah,
great.
Right. You're actually going to try and convince me he's brought out a good song.
It surprises me that he's put out a good song too, because that Rockstar song I hate with a burning passion. Same, and like Congratulations and that, I just haven't enjoyed any of it.
I'm not going to look it up.
Good old Post Me Malone. I think you should later. But anyway, we have a podcast to do, Ben. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 23 of the CasualCast. I'm your host, Sam Nicholson, joined alongside by Ben Storia, as always. How you doing, Ben?
Look, I could be better, but, you know, no use complaining, because if you complain, who's going to listen?
Well, you're sounding a lot better than the last episode we did a couple of days ago, where you sounded like you were falling apart.
Stop it, please. Get on with the show. This is a respectable podcast.
Yeah, it's not the bad puncast. Although I wish it was. I would have a blast doing a show all about puns. I don't think anyone would willingly listen to it, but I would have a downright good time doing that.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it is kind of in CasualCast spirit to just talk absolute shit about anything, so I really shouldn't say that you're not being professional. I'm sorry, I take that back. I know that went too hard.
Yeah,
I could see the pain in your eyes.
Ass?
Not anymore, actually. What's that?
He apologises. I just throw it straight in your face.
Mm-hmm. If you don't have a gauge on who Sam truly is, that is 100% just who he is, down to the core.
I'm the scum of the earth. But everyone who's joining us, if you're watching live, the chat is open. If you are willing to participate in that, we will reply to all of your messages. And if you're listening on iTunes or any other podcast service, thanks for tuning in to the edited version. Definitely remember to give us a review and subscribe and all that good stuff. It helps us out a lot. And we have a lot to talk about for you guys today, actually. We've got a solid 3 topics. Shocker. We always have 3 topics.
Mix it up a bit.
Yeah, that's it. Mixing it up as always with no mix-up at all. But our first topic, this is my topic. I was watching The Avengers this week, and in preparation for the new one coming out and stuff, I'm trying to watch like a Marvel movie a week, to prepare for the good old Infinity War. And I was watching it, and then I thought, the alien invasion, they really didn't do it right. And then I thought to nearly every other alien invasion movie, and it's like, the aliens just don't do it right. I had another thought as well, which I'll get into later. But, like, why do you think they start with the big cities that are the most easily defended? Like, for example, like, all the big cities, especially New York, which is the city that the Avengers takes place in. Those are the cities that probably are most likely to have a contingency plan against some kind of attack, especially after something like 9/11. Why would you start there? Why wouldn't you start, for example, in the comics, the alien race that actually invaded New York, the Chitauri, they have the ability to consume people and then look like the people who they consume. Like, so they can kind of shapeshift and look like humans. Right. If I were the Chitauri, I'd start with a small town, take that over gradually, and then start to move out and take out like all the surrounding areas. Why don't they do shit like that?
Look, I don't know. I guess it makes kind of sense that they target a big city as well, because you've got that element of surprise. I mean, if an armada comes out of hyperspace, you can't really prepare for that. You know, we don't have the old hyperspace alarm system out yet. So I guess that they can just quickly override those big powers before they can truly mobilize together and actually put up a strong defense, like organized, as opposed to, you know, rushing around and calling for the superheroes that we obviously have in today's society to save us.
You talking about the heroes that we have in today's society is kind of my next point, actually.
Amazing.
I was thinking, how many idiots do you think, like, they might have just gone to a con or something like that, they have like a dumb cosplay, how many idiots do you think would stand out there and think they might be able to beat down some aliens and do something? Because I reckon there'd be a ton. I think there'd be a heap of people, I've dreamt for this moment my entire life. And
I've dreamt for this moment for all of my time.
This is for you, Captain America.
Goes out with his like foam sword and just up, he's like, ah! Phases through the face. There's got to be those idiots, right?
So many idiots. Yeah,
Look, I reckon if
absolutely.
we were drunk enough after a con dressed in cosplay, we'd probably give it a swack. I mean, we're
So
probably
if
gonna
we
die
were,
anyway. Like,
that's
really,
true.
if you're
What a way to
you
go
see
out.
aliens up in the sky and they're coming at you, I mean, like, what are the chances you're gonna get away? So you may as well go down virally, even though no one will ever see it.
That's true. I'd try and turn it into a Banter Lab video and hope that one of us survives, because I would want those views. Like, hey, we were here at RTX Sydney. While we were there, the aliens came down. Ben just, like, knocked over some kid, took their cosplay, and started to take on the aliens.
Got
He
vaporized.
didn't perish. Yeah, they got
It was
vaporized.
insane.
He perished. I got away. I posted the video because I want the views.
Rip one brave soul, pour one out for the dead homies, huh?
That's it. Pour one out for our cosplay homies. But, like, because I kind of thought what would make a really good movie, I think, is like one of the Nick Frost and Simon Pegg movies. But it's that, like, they're a bunch of cosplayers, and then the aliens invade, and they're at a con, and then they take them all on. I reckon that'd be so cool. But they just meet up with other people at the con and, like, make a motley crew Avengers.
That'd be pretty
and,
funny.
like, take them on. That'd
Those
be a
ones that are
great
truly
movie.
in character too, and they're just like, you gotta come with me. I have a secret
Yeah,
base,
that's
and
it.
we can survive if we stick together.
Yeah, one of them might be a bit reluctant to do it, like he didn't want to be at the con at the first place, but like he might be the tougher one, so he knows how to fight and take him out. And I reckon that'd be such a good movie. Edgar
It'd be
Wright,
pretty
your
funny.
next movie, it has to be that with Simon
They
Pegg
are,
and Nick
what
Frost.
are they confirmed they're doing another one. I think I tagged you in it the other day. Another like spoof horror one. So
Yeah, they are.
that's
And,
gonna be good.
Yeah, and
And
if I
it's-
were doing that kind of movie too, like the one that I just described, that's probably how I'd do it as well. Like, kind of gritty as well, like really gruesome, and like the aliens are genuinely scary and stuff like that, but it's a funny movie too. I think comedy
Yeah.
horror is an awesome genre that, when done well, we don't get enough of.
Oh, what is that one? God, is it Funland or Wonderland? Jeez.
Zombieland?
Zombieland, jeez, wow. That one's great. With like the kill of
Yeah.
the week and all that. Old lady
Yeah,
dropping
that's it.
pianos
It's
on zombies
fantastic.
and shit.
Actually,
That's
who directed
hilarious.
that? Because that's probably who I'd want to direct this movie if I didn't. I know nothing about directing, so I can't.
Yeah, no, because you
But
can't direct. I wouldn't put you in as director if you're the last man on earth, I'm sorry.
I haven't. Oh, thanks, man. Well, I mean, I have no directing experience, but you got to start somewhere. Ruben Fleischer.
Oh, yeah.
That is who I've never heard of.
Everyone's
Ruben
favourite
Fleischer. What else
friend.
have you done?
What else has Ruben done?
Gangster Squad, which was a good
really?
movie. Zombieland 2. What? That movie doesn't exist.
I'm sure it was awful. That's probably why we don't know about it.
Let's see. Oh, it doesn't have a year under it, so it might have been cancelled.
Yeah, maybe. Or it's in production.
Yeah, maybe. It has
Yeah,
Woody
think about
Harrelson
that.
on the cover. It's got a poster and everything. I feel like it was probably cancelled.
Yeah, like I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Don't need a sequel to that
30
one.
minutes or less, 2 night stand. So the only movie apart from Zombieland that I've seen of his is Gangster Squad, I think. But dang, he
That was
did
good.
a great job on both of those.
I guess they're two big accolades to your name. I don't really know
Yeah.
directors to start with, so it's probably not someone who should make any comments on his directing in the first place. But yeah, no, that would probably be a decent movie for like Garrett to take on, or a different kind of like take on the movies he's done before. Your
Absolutely.
alien,
Like, I love Hot
cosplay
Fuzz.
fight.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. I love Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. I really didn't like the pub one, the one that came after.
The pub one.
The World's End. I really didn't like The World's End. That movie sucked.
Fair
But
enough.
actually, you know what another great idea for that like superhero one would be? Would be to have
go.
someone who's in the Avengers as themselves, like they happen to be at the con, like Chris Evans or something like that was there as Chris Evans, like doing the con, and then the
Yeah.
aliens come, so everyone's
That's
like looking
definitely
up to
in
him to try and get shit done. Oh,
Alright, so you've got this idea set out, right? Okay,
Yeah.
what city are we sitting in, right? Is it going to be RTX Sydney?
No, I don't think I'd do it as RTX Sydney. I mean, not enough people go. Like, would Chris Evans be at RTX Sydney? No, he wouldn't. That'd make it funnier.
Oh man, so many ideas bouncing around in his mind. He searches soulfully for the right answer, but it has eluded him. What event he says.
Yes. Yeah, no, fuck it. I'd either do it somewhere like Sydney, because no movies are set there, and it'd be funny. Like, all these guys here to defend Sydney. Like, who
People on the
fucking cares
computer,
about
where
Sydney?
is Sydney? What is it?
What is a Sydney?
How do I get one?
Why are we defending it? But,
Yeah, actually on Google, that's the most searched term. Why are we defending Sydney?
Classic. But yeah, that's probably what I'd do. I don't know who I'd cast in it apart from Nick Frost and Edgar. Oh, not fucking Edgar Wright.
You could put him in there if you want.
Simon Pegg. Yeah, I mean, why not? I don't think I've seen him act. But,
Okay, so we're setting it in Sydney, and because you're not directing it, but you have to feature. So who are you dressed as? That's the next big thing. Who are you going to defend Sydney as? Yep. Got to give us a bit of a detailed view. I'm going to defend
Sydney as, I don't know, who would be a really dumb cosplay to do? Like, it just wouldn't work at all.
So
probably some like anime girl or something like that. Like, I don't know who, but like one of those cosplays where like the anime girls, like, they're not wearing much, the ones that you see at all the cons. I'd be one of those guys defending Sydney in like some slutty anime cosplay.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, just before you get into it, right? If you did that, the aliens would just stop and be like, this planet isn't worth it, it's too far gone. You're not even worth killing.
I've single-handedly saved Sydney by dressing up as a weeb.
Oh god, like even just slight passing thoughts of that has hurt my soul. I can see you doing it though, that's the worst part. There's no ground for that.
Absolutely, I've got no shame.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, what about you, Ben? I'm gonna have to put you in my movie. So who are you gonna be?
Yeah, no, because you know how you're gonna have to put me in, because a plethora of acting experience, such as a CD drive film by Cameron Davies called, oh god, I can't remember what it's called.
It is the worst thing. One, wasn't it?
Oh, that's one. But we made one when we were very young. Like one of his first movies he's ever made, and Zombie or Not, that's it. And boy, was that some quality acting. So I know you've seen that, so were you a zombie or
weren't you? Yeah.
I don't know. We were going to make a second one. Didn't happen. Anyway, I'm rambling because I just have a plethora of acting experience and I like to brag about it. But really, I'd go as everyone's favourite DC villain, actually. And I think you probably know which one this is. He's well loved. A big member of the universe. It's Solomon Grundy. So I've got a whole top hat and...
So this is episode 23 of the show. That has to be like the 21st time you fucking mentioned Solomon Grundy.
I was going to do another one. I was like, wait, perfect opportunity. You know my thoughts on him. Most underrated DC villain. I love me some Solomon.
Sure, Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. I can't remember the next line. But yeah, okay, sure. For some reason I thought you were going to say Emperor Zurg. That'd be cool. Zurg isn't in enough movies. But,
I guess so. As in, like, the enemy of the Galactic Alliance.
Yes.
Yes.
The Galactic Alliance, yeah. No, Star Command.
That was, no. Because, Star Command is one of the Galactic Alliance, you peasant. Before you talk shit to me here, you need to get your facts confused. Right. I'm not going to go into it because it'll be just a ramble. But anyway.
Well, he's not called Buzz Lightyear of the Galactic Alliance.
So, Zurg, when they introduce him, evil Emperor Zurg, sworn enemy of the Galactic Alliance, you fucking dumb, daft, idiot, stupid, big dumb, ugly bitch.
Toy Story lore.
Yeah, no, perfect. But yeah, no, you've read my mind. Second choice is probably Zurg, so I might even do a half and half, so if I turn one side, I'm Zurg, turn the other side, Solomon Grundy, and so that way, aliens have no idea who they're really fighting. I think just the switching, they'll be like, am I seeing double? What the fuck? And that's when I take my opportunity to be actually vaporized. Probably can't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, sure. If you want to be vaporized straight away.
I probably would. I mean, going off my luck, I'll be the first one to go.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
This is a good movie, but it, really tied into your topic of, why would they attack a main city as alien invasions? It's derailed into designing your own movie.
I mean, that's just the CasualCast. That's the nature of it. We go off topic, and it usually ends up sort of better off for it, I suppose.
Yeah, more or less.
But, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to bring it back to where we were, like, I still feel like going somewhere, like, if I was the Chitauri, I'd start at, like, Broken Hill or something like that. Take everyone over, then, like, figure out, like, oh, there was a planned footy trip for all these guys to go out to fucking whatever the next town is. And then so a bus full of Chitauri posed as football players get on the field, take over the next small town, blah, 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 until you have a lot of small towns to take on somewhere like Sydney. and then move on from there. That's how I'd do it if I were the Chitauri, but I'd mostly be worried about all the dickheads from cons trying to beat me with their foam swords and baseball bats.
That's it. I think they're actually like third on their list of most hated things, along with the Avengers and cat cakes. Cakes made for cats.
I hate those too.
And that's just
target number one, the cat cake store. But yeah,
take out the Avengers and the cat cakes.
I really do think that there would be so many people who'd be like, "You said I'd never amount to anything, Mom. Now watch me go fight some aliens," and putting on their Captain America or Iron Man suit and like taking them all on. And more power to you. Just enjoy your 5 seconds of life.
Glory
left.
That no one's going to really witness because they're too afraid, shock or whatever.
That's it.
Yeah, no, because there's definitely those people that would like idolize a hero. Like they've got all the merch, all the posters, all the cosplay and the movies and whatnot. So yeah, I can probably see a lot of people just seeing that moment to truly embody the hero that they reckon is like the fucking go-to.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be Attack of the Neckbeards versus the aliens. Like, it sounds like I'm really shitting on the nerd community. I am, but I'm also one of you. Yeah, I'm also one of you, so I am able to shit on you guys.
Well done.
I was gonna do a big old cosplay for RTX until I realized I was too poor. I am one of you as well. But I just wouldn't be dumb enough to take on some aliens.
That's it.
But if aliens did come, would you be one to try for diplomacy first, or just fuck their day up? Or try to fuck their day up?
I mean, really? You'd have to turn to diplomacy. I mean, what do I bring to the table when trying to fuck up an alien? I just watched him, like, vaporize 6 people with a click of his fingers, and I, throw a foam sword at him. I don't think that's going to get me very far.
Oh, no, this is assuming that they haven't vaporized anyone yet. Like, they've just arrived. They're walking out of their ship, and you're the president of the world, Ben Storia.
Jeez, I've
president
gone
of the world,
far,
San Boria. Yeah, you have. Banter Lab, mate, it can take you anywhere, I tell you. Yeah. So because you've achieved worldwide fame from Banter Lab, you're now the president of the world. It's down to you to make the call. Are you going up and shaking their slimy 3-fingered hands, or are you calling the nukes?
So I'm not going to nuke them. Come on, that's like, you don't nuke your guests at the door, do you? I mean, someone rings your doorbell, you're not going to nuke
every
them, right?
time. I have my doorbell fitted
see,
for
this
like
is...
a little electrical like buzz, when they ring it.
See, that's a little bit better than a nuke, but this is why I became president of the world, not you. You're like my, Sasuke in the shadows, doing all my dirty business, apparently.
That's it. I'd love to. Can I wear a black suit with the sunnies and the earpiece? And
oh, yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I love everyone. And then you'd be like, actually, I really need this guy assassinated. Then I'll go and take him out. And,
Watching you trying to assassinate someone would be the funniest thing. Like, your access to all this gear, but I haven't trained you or anything. You're like where you are now. You've just got this big room of equipment. I'm like, alright, take this man out. Just like pressing buttons and things are exploding. Sleep darts coming out of pens and shit. You're just like, oh no.
I feel like I'd be a lot like Johnny English, just like absolutely hopeless.
That's
Fuck,
it.
I love that movie. That movie's amazing.
But yeah, so alright, they come down, they come off their ship, they're walking down the thing. I'm going to do the classic, greet them with the music, a universal language. And what better song to greet them with than the Crazy Frog remix? So I got to play that on an electric keyboard. And I think that's probably going to be the real way to get to communicate with them.
I think the next step after that, you play them the song, then just in front of them you have Crazy Frog Racer and 2 PlayStation 2 consoles and 2 TVs just in front of like, this is the greatest form of art we can offer.
And that's it, and then like, we play it, and the winner has to leave the planet, and the fucking the winner gets to stay on the planet, the loser has to leave.
Ooh, do you race? Because you have an extensive background in that. Are you the one that we're going to rely on to win the race and get the aliens away?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, like, I'll take him on. I mean, I've played Crazy Frog Racer, like, maybe once. I've found a couple of shortcuts. I probably know how to play it better than anyone, if I can be so bold to say so. But yeah, look, so I think that's probably the way I'd go about it. How would you greet them? If you were put in my shoes and I was the dark Sasuke in the corner, how would you greet them?
How would I greet them?
Yeah.
I'd say... Ooh, I don't know. I'd I'd probably daze them with some really bad trap rap music because everyone can get hooked on those beats, like get those beats stuck in their head. They're probably chilling out because music is the universal language. And it doesn't matter if they can't speak English, it doesn't sound like those rappers are rapping English anyway. So it's not dependent on actual verbal communication, but they can like chill out to the beats and like, then they were like, these guys are friendly. They give us the sweet trap beats, dog. And, yeah, from there, I probably get you to nuke their shit.
It's just me sitting there with like this button, and there's 2 buttons, and I'm just like, oh fuck, what one was it again?
Actually,
it explodes.
I don't know. I'd probably want to figure out what technology they have and if we can adapt that and advance our society a little bit.
Yeah, true. I mean, if a ship flies through space, the odds of a nuke really having that much effect on them, surely. Probably got like hyper mega shields for anti rockets and stuff.
Yeah, we'd probably end up blowing up our own world instead of their ship. That'd be like all that's left standing.
Because I think it's absurd. Like, some alien nation isn't gonna just let you blow them up with like an explosive. I just can't see that being a thing. The fact that they can like warp through space and time, and yet they don't have like these other technologies. I think that's always been a loophole.
I've had some extensive salesman training, as I've mentioned many times on this show before. So I know how to get under their skin and persuade them to turn their shields off because they would have nothing but benefits without their shields. And I'd tell them why that is. They would believe me. And then that's when you do the nuke, and it's all coming off the back of my
Would you try and
sales
upgrade them to the Telstra Gold membership? If you sign up now, I'll give you 3 gigabytes of data a month for free.
Turn your shield off and I can give you a phone for $99 a month as well as a tablet. Which we tell you is for free, but you're actually paying for that in that $99 a month for 2 years. Yeah.
That's actually how the fucking fight for the planet starts. They're going to assimilate into our culture, but because they're paying for this for so long, they're going to be like, you know what, fuck this.
This broadband deal is shit. The NBN doesn't even work. Let's just blow them all up.
No, go somewhere else in the world, please. There's better internet places.
So the downfall of this Earth is actually from Telstra. Telstra is the one that's destroyed the planet. Thanks, Telstra.
Fucking Telstra.
Yeah. So I urge any listeners to pop into your local Telstra store, tell them to fix their infrastructure because the world depends on it.
Oh, man. What gold.
How did we go from talking... Oh, I don't know how we talked about fucking the Avengers to fucking Telstra ruining the world. But that's just the magic of the CasualCast. And in